Chad, guess what I went to go do yesterday? Guess what I went to go do? You watched Impractical Jokers? Scam kids on Roblox. Ride bikes. Chad, yesterday, I went to go ride my e-bike, bro. You played My Place Clans? Hey, I'm gonna play that shit later today, bro. But Chad, yesterday, I went to go ride my e-bike. And I ain't gonna lie, I was having fun, bro. I was taking the trails. I was looking at good views. I was playing Timeless all in my ear. That shit was fire as fuck. And I have like a specific route that I take. Do you find your camera? Hell yeah, I found it a long time ago. And Chad, there's a specific route I take, and I took the route all the way to the very end where it basically took me to a street. It took me to a street somewhere else. And Chad, when I got off the trail, I low-key fell and I ate shit, right? I fell, ate shit. I low-key scraped my knee a little bit. But I got up, dusted off the bike, turned it back on, and I was just changing the song. And bro, a fucking ranger shows up, bruh. A fucking ranger shows up and pulls me over, bro. He asked me, were you on the trail? And I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm not a fucking delinquent. I had to be honest. I said, yes, I was, bruh. I got in and I got out. He's like, yo, all right, give me your license. Yeah, you got license on you? I'm like, yeah, here you go. He gave me my license. And he was like, you know, you're not supposed to be riding these, right? These are illegal. You can't ride them on the trails and you can't ride them on the street. And I'm like, so where can you ride them? He's like, you can't. Sell it. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm going to have to write you a ticket for this. You're not supposed to be on the trails with these. These are basically a motorized vehicle. I'm like, oh my. I'm like, fuck, bro. E-bikes are illegal, bro. I'm like, you can't ride them on the street or on trail. Where the fuck are you supposed to ride them? Bro. He said, this is going to be a $500 ticket, bro. Bro. And I'm over there stressing, bro. I'm like, dude, no fucking way. A $500 ticket? I'm like, bro, you didn't even see me. I'm like, bro, I was just honest and I just told you. He's like, yeah, I could write you up for not having a license, not having a motorcycle license, not having a license plate, not having insurance. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, like, first of all, I'm on the back streets, child. Like, I'm not even on any main streets or nothing. I'm on the back streets where this dude pulled me over and he's over there cutting my ass up. And I'm just like, bro, like, I really just did this to de-stress, to get my mind right, bro. Like, just to start getting a little healthier again mentally, you know, just to chill out. And now I'm over here talking about a $500 ticket. You got jumped? No, bro. $500 ticket talking about some, I could also write you up for not having a license, insurance, a license plate, registration. I'm like, dude, what the? I'm like, dude, fuck this bike, bro. Like, I'm never riding this shit again, bro. I'm selling this fucking bike, bro. And then he's over there writing me up, all types of stuff. And the thing is, right? Yeah, you guys are saying should have rode off. You ain't got a license plate. Bro, I couldn't go anywhere. I'm on an e-bike. He's also on a dirt bike, bruh. This Ranger is dead ass on a dirt bike. He's talking about, yeah, we're about to get some of those so that we could chase people down on the trails. I'm like, what? What's up, Chad? It wasn't a truck. This dude was dead ass on, like, it's called an adventure bike. Those are what, like, the type of bike he was on is called an adventure bike. Look. He was on one of these joints. So this dude would have hawked me down if I actually dipped, bruh. He literally looked like this. And I'm like, bro, no way, bro. Even the trails ain't safe no more, bro. And here's the craziest thing, chat. Here's the craziest thing. Bro was just chopping it up with me. He's like, yeah, bro, like, you know what? Since you're so cooperative, I'm going to knock down the ticket. You know, I'm not going to give you the 500 motorized ticket, but I still got to write you up. I'm giving you a $175 ticket. What up, Mar? Chat. Like, the bro helped me out, but I still got to pay $175, bruh. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to lie, chat. He told me, he's like, I don't write up for people on the street. I only write up if I see them on the trails. And then I started realizing, I'm like, dude, I don't even think this dude could give me a ticket if I was on the street, bruh. I don't think this dude could give me a ticket if I'm on the street, bruh. And this is the shit that pisses me off, bruh. Like, bro, this is what I get for being a good citizen, bruh. I could have lied and said I wasn't on the trail. He could have gave me no ticket. Like, chat, I want to tell you guys this, right? So where I was at, I started riding onto the street, right? So to get out of there, not because I saw the cop, but literally just to leave, right? And I don't know if any of you guys ride motorcycles, but when you guys see other bikes, like you give like a peace sign, like you just throw out your hand like this. You throw a peace sign. It's just like saying hello to other motorcyclists. And that's something. And I saw a motorcycle and I was about to do it, but then I looked closer and it was a Ranger and I didn't. But I just saw, bro, he was like this. He just stared at me. I'm like, ah, fuck. At first I thought it was a police officer, bro. At first I thought it was a police officer. And then I literally slowed down and pulled over because I saw bro do a U-turn, bro. I literally saw bro do a U-turn, bro. I saw bro do a U-turn. I just pulled over. He didn't light me up. None of that shit. He just came up in front of me, just started talking to me and all types of shit. And then I just got the ticket and I'm like, bro, I deadass could have not pulled over. I deadass could have not told him I was on the trail. I could have said nothing. I would have been good, bro. I only crank my hog. I don't ride. At least you'll make your money back by selling the e-bike. Bro, chat, but do I sell the e-bike though? Because he said I could ride that shit on the street. Yeah, chat, I low-key folded because there's nothing, like, I just felt like a criminal right away, bro. I just instantly felt like a criminal, bro. I just instantly felt like a criminal and I didn't want to get myself in any trouble, bro. Sell it to me. I'd contest the ticket. There's nothing I could contest, bro. It's $175. What did Mama Exclusive say about that? She telling you to sell the bike? I'm not gonna lie, my mom didn't tell me to sell the bike. I was the one telling her I want to sell the bike, and she was just kind of listening, saying like, oh, I'm glad nothing else happened, all types of shit. But I don't know, bro. Like, what's the ticket say? Bro, first of all, it's not a ticket. It's a citation from a Parks and Rec, bro. Chat, it's literally a citation from a Parks and Rec. I don't want to leak anything, but like, bro, this isn't a ticket. Don't show it. Okay, good. Anyways, if you go to court for it and you win, you wouldn't have had it. Bro, it's a ticket from Parks and Rec. The dude's a ranger. He isn't a police officer. Just read it. Mountains, Recreations, and Conservations Authority citations notice. Yo, Lucky BBZ. What's good, bro? Welcome to the team, bro. Department MRCA Park Rangers. What the fuck is that? Chat, what the fuck is that? An MRCA Park Ranger, bro. MRCA Park Ranger. Hold on. Hey, what's good? Going to court for that is crazy. Look. Bro, I got pulled over for one of these fools. Literally the ranger. I got pulled over by this guy. Literally this dude right here. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't this guy, but these are the fools who pulled me over, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I think it's best just to pay the ticket and don't contest. Cause if I contest, then I get the $500 ticket, chat. He basically wrote me off. No, not that specific guy. Look, he wrote me off for a violation code, posted conditions. Cause like on here, there's literally, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I need to take a picture of this to show y'all this, bro. Cause low-key, the fees for breaking any rules in the park is so expensive, bro. Hold up. Let me show y'all this shit, bro. Edit. Is there any street legal e-bikes? No, well, if you want it to be street legal, you need all street legal shit. Who just followed? Yo, Chad Bentley. Yo, welcome, my boy. Hold on. Wait. Even then, an e-bike should be good to ride on trails since it doesn't disturb wildlife at the park because it's silent. Bro, look, I'm about to show you guys like these fucking rules, bro. Hold on. Let me send it in my Discord, bro. Let me send it in my Discord so I can show you guys this shit. Because it doesn't even work like that, bro. They're just like, you can't have anything on the fucking, on the shit. Yo, what up, Chad? What up? What up? What up? So look, Chad, read this shit with me, bro. This is insane. You guys have to be careful just for like, anything. Post this in conditions. So it's posted no e-bikes at the sign. Bro, I don't know, bro. Because look, I told him, yo, I just went in through this trail. There was one sign just saying like what the park was called. And like, you know, the terms of service where it's like 1,000 different words in the smallest lettering. No one read that shit, bro. Like no one's reading that. Anyways, look at this shit. Violation code. Posted conditions, $175. So if you break anything and they get you for posted conditions, $175. Emergency closure, $175. Rain closure, $175. Ejection from facilities, $175. After park hours, $175. You just start getting charged $175 for anything. And then look, smoking and fires, you could get charged like crazy, bruh. Alcohol, $175. Littering, $175. Taking a dump, $500. If you take a dump, $500. Injury to property, $250. Wildlife, if you steal a squirrel, $1,000, bruh. Literally, if you steal a squirrel, $1,000. If you give a squirrel a nut, $175. Fucking, you have a weapon, $500. Fireworks, $500. You got a dog off the leash, $175. Prohibited area, $175. If your dog aggressive as shit, $500 for having an aggressive ass dog. If your dog does injury or damage to a person or animal, $1,000. Means to pick up and dispose of dog shit, $175. If your dog not under control, $175. More than 3 dogs in possession, $175. Look, this is what he got me for. Bicycle / motorized travel. Prohibited trail, $175. Prohibited area / off-road, $500. Reckless / hazardous, $500. Bro was gonna write me for prohibited area / off-road, $500. He didn't even see me, number one. Bro didn't even see me. And he said I was basically riding a fucking, I was riding a motorcycle on that joint, $500. Camping, $175. Closed area, $175. Wait, what? You can't even blog. What? Commercial / filming use, $175. If you get nude, $175. Disruptive conduct, $250. Powered hobbies. Wait, what? Powered hobby motors / rockets. Bro, you could bring a fucking rocket? Flight, $250. Traffic control, $100. Stealing a squirrel is a type of wild. Can't even act out on my inner animalistic tendencies and take a shit in peace. Bro, you get fined for fucking anything, bro. Yeah, if you bring an RPG, you get fined $250. But if you ride an e-bike, $500. You would beat this case dead ass. If it don't say no e-bikes on the sign, you're good. Contest, you will beat it. Bro, but look, I don't even know if it doesn't say no e-bikes, bro. I don't even know if it doesn't say no e-bikes because I really didn't read it. It really could have said it, but it's in such small lettering. Go check. Hold on. Like, chat, I'm going to show you. Not gonna lie, just don't pay it, bro. It's going to pop up on my shit. How do I Google Earth this joint? How do I Google Earth? Hit up Jayoma or look it up online? Hold up. Yeah, this is the road that I was on. Here we go. Gate to horse area. Here we go. This is the exact joint. Wait, Chad. This is the exact joint. Look, bro. He said there was 3 signs. Bro, Wait, chat. No e-bike. Fuck. Wait, this is the point. Yeah, this is where I went in, bro. Because look, realistically, right? Like, I came down this road and I just turned in right here. Bro, ain't no one seeing that shit. Bro, that shit's little as fuck, bro. That shit's little as fuck. The sign's small as fuck. No e-bikes or pedal assist. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, look, I ain't gonna lie though, chat. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Look, I initially came out of this joint. So I was all up in these hills, came out of here, went down the street. And chat, listen, normally I would just be riding the street right here because it's a nice ass street. But I'm like, fuck it, this is like a new road that I haven't been on. So I just rode it, bro. This road literally goes nowhere, bro. It's literally, you're just on the side. Like, I should have just been on the street. Look, I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I was, bro. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I was. Yeah, then that's a lose if you went in between the signs. Yeah, but a sign's small as fuck, but they're not gonna be like, oh, well, sorry that the signs are small. Nah, they're not gonna say that shit. They're just gonna be like, nope, give me you're fucking arrested, pay the fine. They'll probably give me a bigger fine. Look, chat, so I was right here, bro. Look, chat, I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I was. I was right here. I ate shit right. No, there's another sign. Fuck. There's literally another sign right here. But look, I came up from right here. I jumped over. I ate shit right here, bro. I literally ate shit right here. So I pulled my bike right here, right here. I was cleaning myself up because I low-key cut up my knee, and I was just like picking up my bike and changing my music. I turned the corner literally right here, and the fucking cop is coming down right here. And I'm like, ah, shit. And then I literally pull over right here. I pull over right here, and we're literally talking right here, bro. Literally right here, and that's where I got the ticket. Why didn't you lie, you fucking piece of garbage, bro? Because I didn't know who I was dealing with, bro. It was my first time. If I knew it was the ranger, I would have left. Fuck it, bro. Like, I would have told the ranger, like, nah, I ain't do shit. Like, yo, like, I was just here. But I ain't gonna lie, I was dusty as fuck, so there was no way I was gonna get off with that shit. I was dusty as fuck. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, chat. That we can't contest, right, chat? We literally can't contest. And look how small that sign is, bro. There's no way, like, you could see this shit, bro. There's no way you could see this. That sign is small as fuck. Look, if you're just riding by, you jump over, you think you're gonna see this little ass sign? Why are you leaking where you live? This isn't where I live, bruh. This is just a trail I ride. Park ranger ain't even on the park terrain. I'm an honest man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I just had to be honest. Time to find a new trail that allows e-bikes. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. Like, this was the trail you could go on because they weren't coming up on here. But now they're just cracking down, bruh. You could contest on technicalities. Look, bro. This should have been me, bro. This should have been me. One time a cop caught me skipping school and my friend had like a pound of gas on him. I had to conversate, bro, to let us go. My heart was in my ass. See, look, I'm not that much of a fucking criminal. You had drugs on you and you were skipping school. I was just riding my bike where bikes should be rode. Like the fuck? Like the fuck, bro? Bro's trying to compare me to him, bro. You're just a criminal, bro. You're just a fucking criminal, delinquent hanging out with other delinquents, bro.